Now before we move further on the next particular part, let us see some of the basic formulas of this lesson. For the buoyant, basically you are knowing that thrust is force in perpendicular direction. Then what is pressure equal to? Pressure is equal to force upon area. What is the SI unit of pressure? It's Blaise, in the memory of scientist Blaise Pascal. It is Pascal or Newton per meter square. Then buoyant force, which is density multiplied by volume multiplied by the chi, gravitational acceleration. Volume now depends, you are having this many volumes. If it is a cuboid, then for a cuboid its volume is LBH. For a cube it's L cube. While for a sphere it's 4 by 3 pi r cube. If it will be hemisphere, then it will be half of it. Okay, this many volumes you have to remember. This is for a cuboid. This is for cube and this is for sphere. This many formulas of volume you have to learn. Alright, then this is the part that we are going to do today. So for today only learn and remember this many formulas. In our next particular session when we will be doing the density based questions, at that time I will make you note down those formulas. So first note down this content and this many formulas so that we can move further. Quickly note it. Just 3 formulas, quick. So now let's move on the given numericals. The very first numerical, calculate the pressure which is exerted by a body of weight 60 kilogram force. Now you are having weight of the object as 60 kilogram force. So weight is 60 kgf and it is having the surface area of 15 centimeter square. Area is 15 centimeter square. Calculate the pressure which it is exerting. For For calculating pressure, we know that pressure is equal to force upon area. If we have force and if we have area, pressure will become will be the known quantity. All right, but we are knowing that 1 Newton is 9.8 kilogram force. This you have studied where in your class 8 when we started with physics chapter number 11, that is force. So 1 Newton is 9.8 kilogram force. So how many Newton will be? So given forces will be 60 into 9.8. So it will be 9.8 into 6. If you multiply 9.8 by 6, you get 588. So here the force is what? 588 Newton. Now next, area. You are knowing 1 meter is 100 centimeter. So 1 meter square will be 10 raised to 4 centimeter square, 100 into 100. So how many zeros? 4 zeros. So 1 meter square is 10 raised to 4 centimeter square. So here 15 centimeter square will be equal to what? 15 upon 10 raised to 4 meter square. If you convert centimeter square into meter square, here you need to divide it by 10 raised to 4. So let's have a look at the given concept. 588 upon 15 upon 10 raised to 4, that will go up, so it will become positive. So it's 588 upon 15 into 10 raised to 4. If you wish, you can evaluate, otherwise leave it. This many Newton per meter square. If you will divide it, you will get 39 point something, but it's okay if you leave it. 5 3s are 45. On that basis it will go. So this is about the concept. See, answer keep it aside, multiplication division keep it aside. If you are knowing the formula force upon area, concept is very easy over here. It's a force upon area only, but that force, for finding out the force, you have to think about class 8. The class 8 concept, that is 1 Newton is 9.8 kilogram force, that was taught in class 8. So you have to recall that. Once again, this 1 meter is 100 centimeter. That you have to keep in your brain. The conversions are must, especially for numericals. When you are doing any numerical, be very, very, very cautious. Okay, especially in the units. It is like you have to be very careful when you are dealing with the units. You cannot put 1 in kilogram force over here and over here in centimeter. No, that's not fair. You have to convert each and everything as far as possible into the SI units. Then and only then do. Alright. So note down this numerical. So I hope this content is clear. Now let's move on the next particular numerical. Here it is. There is one block which has the dimensions of 15 cross 20 cross 25. Find the pressure exerted by each of the rectangular face for a thrust of 200 Newton. I will draw the diagram over here and the numerical will be done on the board. Here it is. You are having a rectangular block. Alright, it's something like this, somewhat similar exactly to this, where the area that is concerned will be different for all the surfaces. For one surface, it is having LBH, it is like this, so 15, 20 and height is say 25. So if you are solving it like this, one surface will be this, one will be this one and one will be this one. So totally this is having how many surfaces? 3 surfaces. One will be 51 cross 20, another one will be 20 cross 25, the third one will be 15 cross 25. One this surface, then this surface and this one. So totally 3 surfaces we will be talking about. Alright, so here it is given to us regarding this particular numerical. Let us now try to understand it. There are 3 areas over here. Area 1, this is area 2 and the another one is area 3. It was explained to you how the 3 areas were bifurcated. Suppose the very first area is this. 15 cross 20. Okay, what is 15 to the 30? So 300 centimeters square converted into meter. So you have to divide by 4 zeros. Once you divide 300 by 4 zeros, what happens? It happens like this. 300 upon 2 zeros will get cancelled out. Jo chai. What remains is 3 upon 100, which is 0.03 meter square. Alright. Now, second area. That is this 20 into 25. What is 25 to the 50? So it is again 500 centimeters square. If you convert it into meter like this, you will get it as 0.05 meter square. Alright, now coming to the third area. Third area will be this one, 25 into 15. So just multiply the two. It's 375 centimeters square, which is 375 upon 100, 0.0375 meter square. Once you have 3 area, force is given, that is thrust is given, we are asked to find out pressure. Is that hard? No. So let's see. Pressure is force upon area, or thrust, properly speaking, it's thrust upon area. So what will be the pressure exerted on first one? It is force upon area 1. Force is fixed 200, and what area we got? We got the area 1 as 0.03. So here it is 0.03 Newton per meter square. If you just calculate it, it will come to upon 3. Next, on second, it is 200 upon the second area. And what is the second area? Is 0.05. Which is this is easy. 5 fours are 20 and 3 zeros. Third one. What is the third area? 0.0375. One, two, three, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 2 already there. This much Newton per meter square. You can cancel out over here. Alright. Here you will get 6 point something. 3, 6, 18. Here 375 stable you need to go with. About approximately, if we talk about the answer will be 5 point something. So from here you can judge which one is exerting the maximum pressure. How? Just by looking at the denominator. Less the denominator, more will be the value of pressure. So the least one is this, then this one and this one. So P1 is greater than P3 is greater than P2. This is the least particular pressure will be exerted over here. First copy this part, then the next one. First copy this much area wala part, then I'll switch the board for you. So be quick and note down the next numerical, then we'll move further. Note down the numericals quickly. I hope you have noted the area, now the pressure. Be quick. So I hope you have noted the content. Now moving on the next particular numerical. Calculate the amount of force which must be uniformly exerted on the surface area of 120 meters square to obtain the pressure of 160 Pascal. Now we are knowing that pressure is equal to force upon area. What is the pressure? 160. What is the force? That is asked. That is the upthrust. What is the area? It's 120 meters square. So this is the first time ever they have given everything properly. This implies force is 160 into 120. So multiply 16 and 12. It's 192. And after that, how many zeros? 2 zeros. So this is about the force. Easy numerical, all right. Note it down. Then we'll move on the next particular type of numerical. Quick. This one is easy one. Alright, now let's move on the next particular type of numerical. Here is the question of it. A water tank which is having the dimensions of 1 meter cross 2 meter cross 3 meter. That means it is a cuboid which is fully filled with water. So the question is like this. You are having a water tank in the form of a cuboid. What are the dimensions? 1 cross 2 cross 3. It is filled fully with water. Calculate the thrust that is exerted at the bottom of the tank. So what will be the upthrust over here? And also find the pressure which is acting at the base, which is having the dimensions of 2 cross 1. Now we are knowing that for upthrust the formula is this, which is U is equals to V rho G. We are knowing this, alright. Now what is the volume of a cuboid? Volume is LBH. Today in the beginning only I made you write. So 1 into 2 into 3, which is 6 meter cube. Now volume we got, density. Which liquid they have talked about? Water. We are knowing that the density of water is fixed. 1000 kilogram per meter cube. Alright. Then next, what they have talked about? G. Gravitational acceleration we already know. We are taking it as over here 10 meter per second square. So, what will be the buoyant force? The buoyant force is what? V into rho into G. What is the V? 6 rho, which is the density of water. It comes to 1000 into G, which is 10. So here you get the upthrust as 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros, which is 6 into 10 raised to 4 Newton. Now, what they have asked? They have asked to find out the pressure at the base. What is formula for pressure? It is force upon area. What is the force over here? It's this 6 into 10 raised to 4 upon area. Area will be what? L into B, 2 into 1, which is 2. So the pressure will come up to as 3, 2 3s are 6, 3 into 10 raised to 4 Newton per meter square. And this is how you have to calculate the numerical. Alright, I hope this content is clear. Note it down, then we'll move further. Quickly note, be quick, then last numerical. Now, let's move on the next particular numerical. Here is the next numerical. Find the buoyant force which is acting on a solid spherical ball of radius 2 centimeter. So, you are having a sphere whose radius is 2 centimeter. It is immersed completely in water and the buoyant force is asked. Be very careful. Here radius is given in centimeter. So, the volume, first we'll try to find out everything in the CGS unit, then we may convert it into the SI unit. What is the formula for finding out the volume of a sphere? It's this, 4 upon 3 pi r cube. So 4 upon 3 pi, what is the value of r? It's 2 cube. What is the value of 2 cube? 2 cube is 8. And what is 8 fours are? 32 upon 3 pi. Alright, if we talk about density, then density of water is 1 gram per centimeter cube. G is 980 centimeter per second square if we convert it into centimeter. So, what will be the upthrust? It will be this, 32 upon 3 into pi, which is 22 by 7, putting the value of G as 1 and this as 980, and if you solve it, you'll get 3258.33, which is approximately equal to 0.33 Newton. Why? Because 1 Newton is 10 raised to 5 9. Here you are having 1, 2, 3, 4. If you are shifting even the fifth point, it will be approximately 0.33 Newton. And this one is in dyne. So this is how. See, this is a secondary thing, the multiplication and division. What you should remember is like this. This much should be in your brain. Alright, this conversion and that, it will become easy for you, but the fact is, first, this much portion should be in your brain. How the 0.33 Newton came, that also was taught. Note down this quickly. Okay, once again, the buoyant force which is acting on a solid spherical ball, because the ball is a sphere, we'll apply the formula of volume of a sphere, which is 4 upon 3 pi r cube. If we put the value 4 upon 3 pi r cube over here, we'll get the value of the buoyant force as 0.33 Newton. Note down this content quickly. Quick, note it. So, I hope you have noted the content. Let's have a look at how we solved all the numericals today. We started with this numerical, that is, calculate the pressure which is exerted by the body which is having the weight 60 kilogram force and area is 15 centimeters square. How we found the pressure over here? Simply by pressure is force upon area, but the force over here is given in kilogram force, so you need to convert it into Newton. That is by using 1 Newton is 1 kilogram force is 1 Newton is 9.8 kilogram force, and in that way when the conversion is done we can just find out the particular values in Newton, then divided by 15 centimeters square. For conversion of centimeter square we are knowing that 1 meter is 100 centimeter, so 1 meter square will be 15 into over here 10 raised to 4 centimeters square. If you want to convert it into meter, then you have to divide by 10 raised to 4. Then in the next particular numerical we had taken 3 particular areas. The first as 15 into 20, then 20 into 25, and after that 15 into 25. After taking the 3 areas we had the fixed force of 200 Newton, and on individually on each and every particular area the force, that is the pressure, was found out. Then in the next particular numerical, here pressure is force upon area. Pressure is given, area is given, we were asked to find out force. So simply you have to apply force as pressure multiplied by area. This was a simple concept. After that, the water tank. Over here we had to use, for calculating the upthrust you have to use the formula U is equals to V into rho into G. Volume is 3 into 2 into 1 which is 6. Density of water is 1000 G 10. Then pressure is force upon area, the buoyant force is known to you, then just divided by the area. Next, buoyant force which is acting on the spherical ball of radius 2 centimeter. For that we found out U is equals to V rho G. Then we converted into the basic units. Okay, so that is all about the content of the day. Thank you so much students for listening to me. I hope you have understood all the numericals that were done today. Thank you so much and have a very good day all of you. Bye bye.